Man dies after wife commits adultery. As a man, if you marry from a village, there are things you need to be wary of. Welcome to Laverita TV Trending News. My name is Rebecca Amos. Today on Laverita TV Trending News, we are going to be deliberating on matters trending and circulating our society today. I won't be doing that alone. But before we begin, let's go on a commercial break, and when we return, I will introduce my guest.
One game in 9 states. Adekunle Komolafe Foundation presents table tennis competition for all gender, live in the city of Kano, Kaduna, Niger, Nasarawa, Kwara, Ekiti, Benue, Lagos, and FCT Abuja. Grand finale in Kaduna. Prizes to be won: first place 2 million naira, second place 1 million naira, third place 500,000 naira, and other consolation prizes. Date 9th to 26th of February 2026. For registration, visit www.laveritatvproductions.com. For sponsorship, advert, and partnership, contact the following numbers. Adekunle Komolafe Foundation Table Tennis Competition. Again, you can't miss.
Welcome back. With me in the studio is Mr. Simon A. Sunday. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation, Mr. Simon.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
It feels good to have you in the studio today.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Today on Trending News, meets the next governor of Kwara State, Alhaji Shuaib Yaman Abdullahi, the suitable candidate for Kwara's Project 2027, a candidate with a strong track record of fiscal, strategic, administrative, and leadership skills, who is considered as most suitable to pilot the affairs of Kwara State to a desirable level of all patriotic Kwarans. Where the state economy will generally appreciate, internally generated revenue is expected to improve, employment opportunities will be generated, infrastructural projects will be massively undertaken, welfare and capacity building of the state workforce will be accorded priority. This is no other person but Alhaji Shuaib Yaman Abdullahi. Mr. Simon, are you team Shuaib?
Yes, because Alhaji Shuaib Yaman is a notable figure in Kwara State. This is a man, is a grassroots politician. This is a man that passed through a lot in trying to grow up. He went to a public primary school. He went to a public secondary school. You get, so he's somebody that knows what it means to handle people from the grassroots. He's not only his experience in the public and private sector gave him a greater opportunity of serving Kwarans very, very well when it comes to leadership, because he held several positions in the government, in the board and the federal government appointment. If you look at, he's an expert. He's an expert in leadership. You understand? I think Shuaib is the right candidate for Kwara 2027. In short, is the project Kwara should look after. Because if you look at, he's talking about capacity building, and I see a lot coming from that very aspect, tackling unemployment, and then looking at the stage Kwara is now. They need somebody like Shuaib in Kwara State, because he's an entrepreneur also.
Yes.
Because he's, I think he's the founder of Agrometrics. You understand? So he's the founder of Agrometrics. If you look at his interest in agriculture, you understand. I think he's most suitable for Kwaras. I want to believe if opportunity given to him come 2027, they won't regret having somebody like Alhaji Shoaib Yaman Abdullahi. I go with the Kwarans when it comes to Shoaib.
A student of Unijos Plateau State was allegedly murdered by his fellow students last Friday at his off-campus apartment. It was gathered that the deceased, identified as Peter Mafuyai, a 300-level student of the Department of Banking and Finance, was reportedly killed by Nampong Timnan, a 200-level student of agriculture, who subsequently buried him in a shallow grave. On the day of the incident, they went out to play football, returned home, and later proceeded to a music studio for a recording session before coming back to their residence. Upon returning from the studio, he, Nampong, went to get a machete. The other occupants of the compound, who were also friends with them, asked what he wanted to do with it, and he said he needed it for something. He then struck his friend with the machete. The other occupants of the compound began shouting and asked what the victim had done to deserve that, but he did not respond. They ran out to call for help, and by the time they returned, he had buried the body behind the house in a shallow grave. Reason behind this evil act is yet to be confirmed as investigations are still on. Wow, may God have mercy on us.
I don't know. If you look at the University of Jos, they have been recording series of cases like this. Yes. I think in 2004, there was a medical student that was killed by his classmate because he paid him 30,000 naira for him to upgrade his GDP. You understand?
Yes.
So look at this incident again. A fellow student again killing his classmate.
Not just classmate, his friend.
Yeah, his friend.
Yes.
They are in the same institution, the same course. If you look at this incident, I think the authorities need to really do something about this, because it's becoming a pattern in that university. Yes. So I think the authorities need to up their game so that incidents like this will not occur again in the institution. Because if things should continue like this, it scares other students from coming to the university.
That's true.
You know, their safety is at stake. You understand?
That's true.
I think the authorities should investigate this very matter and make sure that the perpetrators are brought back to, are brought to good. You know, it will serve as a deterrent to those that have like minds to execute actions like this. Because I see no reason why you, as a fellow student, will take a machete to machete your fellow student to death, to an extent of dumping his body in a shallow grave. It's a pity. It's a pity.
You know, some people claimed that they are yet to know the reason for this, because some of them are using the ASU strike as an excuse.
Whatever may be the reason, he has no right. There is no reason that gave him the right to take the life of a fellow being.
Oh,
yes,
that's true.
So we just pray the appropriate authorities will do something about it, so that they will unveil the reason behind it, and also the guy should be prosecuted. You understand?
Yes.
He should serve the punishment that deserves his action.
Oh, that's true. Thank you very much for that wonderful one, Mr. Simon.
You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes to do it now. You can make it, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it.
Forget what you're going through. Focus on where you're going to. Forget the numbers of times you fall, look up and you can get up. Foes want you down, Father wants you up. Follow your dream and you gon' make it. Cause life is what you make it, my brother, and we gon' make it. My sister, you a diamond, they can never ever break you. Look up to the sky, let the Most High elevate you.
Man dies after wife commits adultery. As a man, if you marry from a village, there are things you need to be wary of, and your wife committing adultery is one of them, and the most important of all. If your wife commits adultery and you heard about it but did not care to do anything about it, my brother, your stomach will swell up and you will die. Sicknesses would attack your body. You will wither and die abruptly without waste of time. Now, Mr. Simon, you see, this is why it's very, very important for you to make proper investigations before going into a home. You know, they said marriage is for better, for worse. Now, it's a journey that you want to go back. If not for some of our youth today that will go into marriage and just jump out for one or two minor reasons that could actually be looked into. But you see, you just, or maybe overlooking the tradition or the culture of the woman and just going in there. And you know, you study human being for how many years, you will never know them completely. There are things that are hidden inside them. So being comfortable saying, I know this person will not do this and that, blah, 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 and you end up taking your own life by yourself indirectly. It's a risk some people should look into very, very well. It's not funny.
If you look at Nigeria, we are first with diverse culture and traditions. You get it?
Yes.
So if you want to marry, not only from your region, wherever you are marrying from, you make sure you take a proper investigation to know what are their traditions.
Yes.
What does the tradition hold for you? If there are things you can go for, then you go ahead.
Yes.
Because if you look at this Ibegu, you understand?
Yes.
I think this tradition is part of Kogi State, where you find the Ogugu. I think they are the Ogugu people. You understand?
Yes.
If I think the tradition need to be reframed to this concept, because if you look at your wife commit adultery and you will be the one, the husband, to pay for it. Now the outcry now, their husbands are dying for the sins their wives are committing,
and they're not ready to repent.
They are
crying and they're not ready to change from their ways.
Yes, yes. So the tradition should look inward. I think I cannot say the tradition should be abolished, but there are things that need to be reconsidered, because after a wife, I saw, if you see, I saw part of the tradition that if a man licks his wife's private part, he will also die.
Yes.
Yes. You get it. These are traditions. These are traditions that are so strict,
very, very
on immorality. You understand? They are so strict on immorality. So if you are picking a wife from that very particular region, or let's say culture, you should be prepared to face the consequences that comes with it. But I believe that the wives, since they are beginning to complain, they will also adjust. You get it. They will try to be faithful to their homes and their husbands, so that these calamities will not continue to befall their husbands.
Yes, and to me, I still stand that adultery is a no. It's very, very wrong. Whether you are a man or a woman, it is a no. And that is all on Laverita TV Trending News today. For sponsorship and advert placement, please call the number scrolling on your screen. To donate for our forthcoming Adekunle Komolafe table tennis competition, you can visit us at www.laveritatvproductions.com with a donation fee of 2,200 Naira only. Follow us on our social media handles. On X is Laverita TV Ltd. On Instagram is Laverita TV Ltd. On YouTube is Laverita TV Ltd. On TikTok, we are MOFW Dating. On Facebook, we are Laverita TV News NG and Adekunle Komolafe Foundation TV. And that is all from us in the studio today. See you next time.